So one of the reasons that I frequently have to do these videos is because there's something wrong with, get, thank you. There's something wrong with the way my brain processes space. So, on top of the memory issue that is, an issue unto itself, I can't think about this area and go, oh yeah, I can see how things can fit in here. I have to keep coming back to it, and the videos are very helpful. And it just happens to be that they're also a really good way to communicate with you guys. Progress, more weeds. Even though all of this stuff, now that it is warm again, is getting exponentially larger. Case in point, mint, which I thought I wasn't doing today because I wasn't quite feeling right because of the humidity. But I may be doing today. I don't know yet. Other things that we have figured out. Well, not figured out, but learned and then put into, context. There are different kinds of dandelions. The French dandelion has larger greens that are slightly less bitter. So I'm going to guess this is not a French dandelion. So I'm noticing that the French ones also have other variations, and I thought maybe this was a French one because of how different the stem was, but it might just be an age thing. Although it's much fuller, friend. It's much fuller. So now I'm not sure, but the greens are not very big. So I'm not sure. That's about it. I am biting back this overwhelming desire to blow on this dandelion because it's so white and puffy. Walking away, not into the other dandelions, but anyway, it turns out that first of all, that we have a friend that's eating our shit, our stuff. Excuse my language, because yeah, there was melon there yesterday, so I will be direct seeding that, I guess. Surprise. The other thing we learned is that quinoa seedlings look a lot like lamb's quarters, which I learned because I may or may not have pulled what I thought was some lamb's quarters, and then gone and looked at what quinoa looked like and realized that it might have been the thing I'm waiting for. But, oh, this is exciting. Look at this. This is a quinoa seedling, I think. I'm pretty sure. I did sketches, and this looks like the sketches, and I think that's where I put it. I'm trying to find any more, because there's got to be more. I know I put more in here. I planted them about a foot apart, so yes! There's another one! And that means that, avoiding the more stinging nettle, yes! Look at this! Also quinoa! Oh my god! We have a grain! We have a grain. We also have this, which I think this little patch here, once I get the weedy grass and the, I can't remember what it's called, it is a problem. It is very hard to get out because when it pops up, it's so small that you would literally have to sit here for hours hand pulling it, which I make more quinoa, which I might do. Anyway, it's not bridge grass. It's it starts with a B, but I think this here might be alyssum because I did toss in quite a bit of alyssum, and I tried to put in some purslane, but I think I didn't do it over here. I think over here I just did the alyssum and something else. But that's good to know that that's working. This row, part of the problem is you've got a lot of disturbed spots, and I didn't mark things because why would I do that? Because I don't know. I don't know why I didn't do that. But But I did put beans in rows over here in the middle. I think it's this one, possibly. We will know in a little bit, won't we? And over here, there's some peas and sunflower in the middle, which is great because something is eating the sunflower elsewhere. So that is a problem. These are our sunflower friends. One of the other problems that we're having, aside from, as you can see, the incredibly prevalent weeds, which multiplied way, way faster than I expected and can keep up with, is that we have a lot of these things here, and they're cute, and they're tiny. Are they alyssum? Not sure. Because a lot of it looks very similar when it's that tiny. So we have to figure that out. At this point, I think what I may have to do with this lush green hell down here is literally just take the mower to it. I'm picking up a hand, like the rolly kind, not the electric or gas kind, but the one that's like in the old TV shows and stuff, because I just really prefer not to use certain kinds of resources if I can avoid it, and I just am more comfortable with that as well, with my own occasional limitations. We're about to find out whether this is something we can eat or not. Are you a carrot or a weed? You are a weed. Good to know. Toss it back here in the pile. Pile of death. Sorry, I'm in a really weird mood today. I think I am slightly dehydrated. Anyway, totally forgot what I was saying. Have some strawberries. Oh, right. I think we're gonna have to just take the mower down there. I've been trying to seriously rethink the space in terms of more of a permaculture angle, because it is gonna be a while. Speaking of bees, are these ours? No, these are not our babies. Sorry. Every time I see something on here, I'm like, oh, is that ours? It's not. Oh! I don't know if you caught that. I can't catch it, but it was a butterfly. But, yeah, I'm realizing that it may be better to, well, that it may be better to go a permaculture route instead of having to replant everything every single year. But also B, that I can rework this space however I want to. And that if I do it right, I'm hopefully not going to be... Is this another kind of mint? Okay, we officially have 3 kinds of mint. Anyway, that I'm not going to be destroying... My big concern is balancing our needs with the needs of everything already living here. And I don't want to destroy outright an environment where things can thrive. But if I do this the right way, then I won't be completely destroying an environment where things can thrive. I will be substituting it with a different environment that is specifically created to allow for the thriving of those things as well as for the things that we need. So here's hoping. The comfrey is getting out of hand, as you can see. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about that yet. The rhubarb is also getting out of hand. That I'm going to be taking a bunch home of today to cut it up. God, there's so much comfrey. Oh my god. And it's going to seed itself. We also have a ton of huge burdock. I actually pulled some up because it was getting invasive. So if y'all are particularly fond of any of those things, particularly the dock or the comfrey, Here's that grass that I can't remember the name of, and more ragweed. And you would like some, then if you are watching this, you are a Patreon member, and if you are a Patreon member, I am happy to share my bounty with you. I say share my bounty because I am not selling food. I am not a food distributor. It is sharing a gift with somebody who is supporting me in a completely unrelated way. We are just going to be very, very clear about that. I am not selling food that requires licensing and stuff that I don't have. And this is what I mean, by the way, about... So this is lamb's quarters. And I can tell because it doesn't have as long a cotyledon. Cotyledon. I can't pronounce that right now, but yeah. But yes, so... Hey, Patreon patrons, if you are a fan of Jock or Comfrey and would like to share, hit me up and I will like dry some and share it with you. Again, not selling. There is no food selling happening. It is sharing with friends. You are friends. That is about it, because anything else I have to say is buried somewhere in the back of my head while I'm trying to sort out the ragweed with my bare hands. Don't do this, guys, because this is how you end up with a handful of stinging nettles going, oh my gosh, that's what stinging nettles are. Oop, carrot! Carrot! First tiny bit of carrot. Oh, no, not carrot. More ragweed. Anyway, yes. Oh, there it is! There is a carrot. There. And on that triumphant note, yes.